Hey, ALLOS here. This video is a continuation of a previous video. If you haven't seen that video yet, it'll be linked in the top of the description. I'm not going to say anything else though, let's get right into the video itself. We're making our way to freedom, hopefully, but if we hop back real quick, we can see Atlas leave. See ya, buddy, I guess. Anyways, apparently just outside Chamber 6 is where they manufacture all the alternate skin Atlas and P-bodies. And the real P-body just runs off. This crates factor sort of hinder you from chasing after P-body for a bit. Then we have this random cutscene as we look at this marvel of technology, the Explosion Observation Annex. There's just a whole annex dedicated to blowing up the first 7 test chambers, for some reason. And over here, we have the port that is presumably where you observe the explosions from, with none other than Mr. Explosions himself, Rick.
Yeah! Nice!
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah! Nice! Yeah! Yeah! Nice!
This panel is like the original ones from the co-op campaign, where you interact with this little 409 bit on the side and it makes turret noises while it has it lights up pink.
Yeah! Nice!
Speaking of turrets, Rick's got his little right and left hand turrets here, which is good seeing as he had got any hands otherwise. I sure know how to speak.
We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
And now through here, you got condemned testing on the left and your manufacturing on the right. Let's go to the manufacturing first. It's just a bunch of turret assembly booths. That door over there doesn't go anywhere. Anyways, let's go to the condemned tests. If you were Gordon Freeman, we could just vault over these rails to get there quicker. Anyways, if you remember the dynamic moving lift light from the start of Wheatley Battle Redux 2.0, this, I believe, is the origin of me combining these two light models. Right here. What a relic. Also, what a void that this BTS window looks out upon. Looking out into the void. Portal 2 and its parade of skyboxes. Anyways, up here is a button. We press it and... I remember when V3Ryan was here, he stood in his hatch, presumably expecting it to be some kind of teleporter, only to be startled when it split open beneath him. Looking back now, it kind of reminds me of the first gummy ship scene from Kingdom Hearts 1. Anyways, down we go. Ouch.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
I can't say a thing. What just happened? Better open fire.
Thank you, Cave. Anyways, over here.
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. So, what am I, supposed to do here?
Defective turret Ex Machina. He leads us to progress. Also, he's down here in Old Aperture for some reason. You can also skip him incidentally, because you can portal onto that gate before it opens. Anyways, just use a portal to hop right up here.
I, don't have any bullets. You gonna give me bullets? Are there bullets up there?
Sorry, buddy. There are no bullets up here in the control room. So we just press this button. And an alarm starts. A very loud alarm. An alarm which, incidentally, will forever persist until you step back onto the red carpet here.
Hey, Sam Travels there. It's been a pleasure.
It's good to meet you too, Random Defective Turret. Anyways, before we proceed into this test marked as 1, there's a little secret here. A little room dedicated to a friend of mine, who once went by the name Cactus07. It's a nice little cozy room, got some companion cubes right here. Got potatoes. We started singing the alternate version of Potatoes Lament. There's not really much else up here, just portal surfaces and a door. So we'll just take potatoes with us and head on back. Get over the rope. Anyways. But now, on a cruel twist of fate, you can emancipate her from this mortal plane. How tragic. Also, clipping laser particle. Potatoes will continue to serenade us by this doorway, following her death, as we are actually now in Chamber 2 from Chapter 2 of Portal 2, as we wait with Source 2, and how many times can I say 2 in a sentence? 2. Anyways, puzzle is the same as it was before, but much more basic, and also, you can just walk through this frame, unlike in Portal 2 where you can never crouch through any of the square beams, even though Shell's body could clearly fit through them. Video games. So just take this, put it up here, and then almost immediately we divert away from this part of the testing track. Now, in an earlier build of this map, you would actually go through the following chamber, which is Chamber 3 from Chapter 2 of Portal 2, as we continue to wait for Source 2. And after that, you would find Wheatley in the Adventure Sphere on the lift between chambers, and they would cart you up to a version of Chamber 15 from Chapter 3 of Portal 2. And it just so happened that was originally where you could access that secret room from before, instead of portaling through a tiny gap in the ceiling. But that all got cut out due to a technical reason I can't remember. So we're just gonna go this way then. So this button's to open the door, it's broken. So I believe there's another world portal right here. So as soon as you press this button, oh, you do it right, you can just face the door as it opens. Anyways, here's a squat toilet, as Ryan and Yaku coined this, and now I can't look at it without thinking of that. Pop portal there, and we shoot the other through this door at the end of the hallway that we clearly just can't pry the rest of the way open ourselves. Ugh, I'm trying. My hands are too weak. Anyways, here we are, running in the 1950s. Jumping over this table. And here's this conspicuous room right here that we can't access because somebody stacked crates in front of the door before it broke. Needed to repairs, or did the door somehow break after these crates were put here? Anyways, let's just proceed over to this lift. And press this button to proceed. Oh dear. It seems like we've blown the power around this part of the facility. Well, it looks like we need to fix things up here at this... What is this room anyways? This rather underwhelming looking central power station. Boop. Well, that's that handled for now. But something tells me that this rickety old thing might not last forever. Let's get out here while we can. Take this coffee mug. Wait a minute. What happened here? Wait, how did I mess this up? Was that there before? Well, let's ignore that. Take my mug.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Now, that fade out was supposed to represent the fact that we've gone up a very long way up.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though.
As I was saying, now that fade out was supposed to represent the fact that we've gone a very long way up, evidenced by this wall signage stating that this section of the facility is not from the 1980s, 30 years after the last section. But I kind of flubbed it up in that you could see back there that the facade in the elevator shaft opens too early. Oh well. Trophies here placed down the open with no protection whatsoever. They didn't even have enough display room to sell this one trophy just on a chair. Come over here. Got our Insta-lever with a rather janky sprite selection. I don't know what that even is. Got a local relaxation annex right here. And an elevator shaft for big elevators. And some people have seen this, but if you no-clip into here, why you use cheats? Cheeky little secret. Anyways, let's pop through here. And there's another little secret in this room. If you portal bump in this corner, this particular corner of the room, we have a secret room dedicated to Camben. Good old Camben, still working hard on whatever they're working on. Shoutouts to you. You may recall Camben in recent days for making the Office prank. You know, the Spook Map series with the mannequins. I've still never beaten the last one in the house. Anyways, now here we have a diet version of Chamber 11 from Portal 2. From Chapter 3 in particular. Not quite as complex. The light bridge isn't on though. So what do? I go into conspicuously this conspicuously punched in passage. Conspicuous is a hard word to say fast.
Hey, how's it going? I taught my way onto the old nanobot work crew rebuilding the shop. They are really...
Hey.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, look, the point is, we're going to break out of here, alright? Very soon, I promise.
This is a bad plan. You will fail.
I'll meet you on the other side!
You ever notice how nobody stops what they're doing and listen? We don't care.
Got all the personality cores in the lift, which is likely a remnant of the other cut lift I mentioned after Chamber 3. Anyways, head back out. And the wall retracts back out, along with us. And now we can complete the test. I'll just leave that radio over there. Got this dropper here. With a very fast respawn rate, because it's so close to the goo. Just put this cube on the button over here. to go on.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Keep it cool, Cave. Anyways, the toxic water in this chamber is very underfilled, and it's actually, in fact, not toxic at all. Completely harmless. Although this drain over here is in the corner is not very effective. Anyways, because of this, we don't even need that light range up there. Let's use this to climb up. Cube on button. And, well, looks like the Jodie Whittaker chamber is sealed off, so we'll have to take its maintenance stuff that just so happens to be here.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Got a nice little sentence splice there. Not really a splice, but whatever. So now we skipped over to chamber 16. Very dark in here, though. Something tells me they didn't finish this chamber. Just trying to laser to burn the turrets, get them out of the way. Now we get these cubes. Set this here. So anyways, now we use this very illuminating laser to just do the test as usual. The main difference is that there's a little divot here we need to use. So now what you're supposed to do is use that divot to point the laser at that node in the wall, because otherwise you can't reach it. This part of the floor is too raised for the laser to be able to reach it. Before we do that, there's a little secret back here. A little bootleg Easter egg.
Identify yourself or I will shoot.
Over here where the turret quartet would normally be practicing, we have the mustachioed floating top hat defective turret, also along with a crown turret. A little hard to see in the darkness, so I showed you trying to flash out there for a second. They serve no other purpose other than being an Easter egg. You can kill them with a laser if you please. I'll pass on that though. Let's put our portals back. By the way, it's a little hard to come up with commentary due to the originality status of these chambers, if you catch my drift. They were just made to be, as a simple tribute. It was this laser. And the wall busts open. Looks like Peabody busted the wall open to help us escape. Came all the way down here to help us. A little light over here. So I guess it's implied that Peabody uses this catwalk as a sort of wrecking ball to break the wall open over there. However that works. Is moving onwards. You can press the button Peabody used if you like, but it won't do anything else. It serves its purpose. And oh great, stairs. Hey, this video is getting a bit long again, so again, I'm splitting the video right here. So, the next part of the video won't be up too much later. So stay tuned for that. So my name is ALLOS, and I'll see you in the next part. Hope to see you there.